Getting this wood nice and hydrated. So I'm just going to do this around the whole thing, and then we'll see how she looks after. Also, I might finish this off with some linseed oil. How's it going, guys? It's now day 2. I got the barrel off. I went and got some supplies so we can go ahead and get the rest of this rust off and see how deep down into the metal it actually got. I also picked up some new bluing, so we're going to go ahead and blue it and when we get the original browning off, because these shotguns originally came with a browning finish. And disregard the sawing in the background, people were working on shit. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with a number 0 steel wool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get as much of this finish off as possible before I go down to the 00, 000, and then quad 0 steel wools. So this will take a little while, but if I can get all this original finish off and all this rust, it'll come out real nice when we blue it again. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead until I get to the next step, because it is going to take a while. So we're a little bit less than halfway done, but this is what we're getting so far. Got most of the finish off, working on getting these darker areas cleaned up. And as I was able to tell, the pitting is not that bad. It's actually real light pitting. You'll see a little shiny coat on here. This little gel coat I'm putting on there to remove the deeper rust. So it'll eat it off, so I'll let it sit there for about an hour or so and spray it down. Okay, as you can see, I got pretty much almost everything stripped off. No more browning or anything like that. Just gonna get the last little bit of these pieces out and we should be good to go. So I got the stock done and cleaned up. And I got the push rod done and cleaned up. So I'll go ahead and show you guys a little closer picture on how it actually looks. So here's the stock here, okay? So I got it nice and cleaned up. You still see little scratches here and there, but I mean, it was pretty rough when I got it, so I got this the best I could pretty much get it without having to actually take off layers. I got the ends of these cleaned up. Just like this brass ending here. The push rod, this was actually black before. So then we got the barrel doing its thing down here. Getting the rest of that rust stripped off of it. And then I'm going to work on these smaller parts, like the ones that are in these containers. And the bluing. Okay, so I got all these parts nice and clean. I gotta work on these little wood screws. But all these parts are nice and clean, as you can see. There's no dirt on them, no rust, nothing like that. Same thing for these parts. Nice and shiny, it still has a case hardened appearance. Same thing for these. Some hair on there, but pull the hair off. And these guys I gotta work on inside these hoops. I'll get the rest of that off. We'll be good to go. We can start assembling the stock after that. The barrel will probably be the one that goes last. So we got the barrel blued, got all the rust off. Now, as you can see, there are still some pitting on here, okay? Now, if I owned this shotgun myself, I would have taken the metal all the way down and then blued it. But because I'm not going to be using this for anything, and I doubt she is either, she just wants it to be protected so it keeps, you know, the rust away. I'm just going to keep it like this for now. Later on, if she decides she wants to actually do a full restoration on this barrel, then I can absolutely do that, but it doesn't seem reasonable to do that with this. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting this thing put back together. Well, I've got her finished and reassembled so far. So we got all this stuff all cleaned up. Wood's all cleaned up. Barrel's all redone and blued. Action works fantastic. She's ready to go ahead and get back to the owner.
Artlist.